No, welcome to Spiderman Remastered. Now I know the mic probably isn't the best, but y'all have to work with me. It is the first video on this channel, but there is nothing more, nothing less to get into. Just like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm going to die!
Now, the first thing I did was go over and choose the hardest difficulty because I am not a. And if you choose anything but the hardest difficulty, you're a. Now, as the camera is looking over the New York skies and it pans around Peter Parker's room. I am truly getting excited to play this game. The little kid is coming out of me so bad. Like the assignment I have to be Spider-Man and use his gadgets is something that is unparalleled. Now, the first mission that they get us into is something about Kingpin, as I remember. Now, first of all, the swing in this game is something amazing. It is truly beautiful. And as I swung around the city, I was just truly amazed at how it felt to play this game. Fast forward 3 minutes and two phone calls later, we see the cops just absolutely just crash. The enemy just walking stuff down. The cops can't do nothing, man. And they just need your boy, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, to come in and save the day. So that's why I did. I pulled up and I just started putting BTA on them people, like just straight BTA. It was absolutely something devastating. And these people were definitely sweet until they wasn't.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
Next, we pull up to the fixed tower and we get introduced to this chief of police, Chop,
I'm an adult virgin.
Asian girl named Yuri. Now, I don't know what kind of haircut they decided to give her, but she needs to go back to the barber and just get that redone. Climbing Fist Tower was pretty generic, running up elevators, climbing through vents, just fighting goons. But all I have to say is that it felt like that this area took forever. I don't know, just because I was on hard mode, but it felt like I was playing patty cake and I was just getting surrounded by people. Next, I dropped down to the server room. They was trying to delete some data of Kingpin. At first I was doing pretty good, but then yeah, I just got absolutely folded, absolutely washed, got mealy decked. Anyways, we finally get to see this man, Kingpin, his big marshmallow stuff looking like, but he gets mad that we stopped the data from getting deleted, and he sends his goons after us, and it's pretty much goes about as well as you think it goes. Apparently, Kingpin decided to, just bomb this place. We then in turn had people trapped. I had some people trapped under rubble, so we had to, you know, try our hardest to lift it up. It didn't help that, the building was collapsing and another big old piece of rock fell on top of my head. But, we struggled and got it. Forward a whole bunch of time and fighting, we finally make it to this man's Kingpin, top of the building penthouse. Now, he's over here trying to aura farm, acting like everything's sweet, like he got a plan. But let me tell you, there's nothing This week for this man, Spider-Man. He decides, let me try and box myself up and let terrorists handle the problem. And there's only one thing we could do about that.
How is this happening?
What's wrong, Willie? You seem angry.
I will destroy you!
After many tries, I finally beat this man, Kingpin. Oh my lord, this boss fight was so far hard. I was getting surrounded. He was throwing things. Just so many things were happening. I'm so glad to put hands on this man and just see him go to jail, man. I am 412 right now. Lock him up. Up. Next, we're gonna go over to Doc Saw's office where he was over here, trying his brain implant, trying to change the world. He was really stressing today because the committee was coming and they trying to set us down, but you know, all things don't go according to plan. It ended up frying, burning, and we had to step in to fix some things. So, they had us doing these little puzzles, and right now they're super like elementary school easy. I really like the spectrum one, just messing up. That was pretty, it really pleased my eyes. But they were so easy that I ended up doing some of the side mission ones also, and just took care of it all in just one sitting. Just I don't even think it took me a minute to complete for real. After all that, we pulled up on our homegirl Yuri.
So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit?
Basically, all we had to do was hook up to these awkward things. That's what the conversation was about. But we just had to hook them up and kind of pair up the wavelength, which ain't gonna lie, some of them were pretty hard. It wasn't really like straightforward on how to get it to match, like which way to turn the sticks. So after a little like trial and error, we finally got it. But all these basically do is just kind of let you see things on the map, like backpack tokens and crime nearby, and those are all just basically side quests you use to unlock things like gadgets, suits, and stuff like that.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air. Get ready to slumber. That brother gone.
Go to the lab to fix our broken suit, and I don't know how Peter devices it did not pick this up. I guess because he wasn't in danger, but Dark Ock walks in and he sees the Spider-Man suit. Now, for a scientist, he is probably one of the lowest scientists I have ever seen. He sees a suit and he says, "Oh yeah, you make the clothes." Like, how does that make sense? But Doc Ock is a real one. Later on, we wake up and we see that he has made improvements to the suit, and this is when we get the white Spider-Man suit. Now, I did not end up keeping the white Spider-Man suit. I went with the only incorrect option at the time. You get put into this next mission, which is basically just taking down a this construction camp. This is just another side quest that you use to get suits and other gadgets and stuff. It's pretty simple, just 6 wave, and I was doing it pretty easily until I got shot. I got shot.
Hey, there's my favorite aunt.
Peter, what a nice surprise.
Need some help?
Pull up on Aunt May at Feast. It's for her surprise birthday party. It would, you think Peter would be better at lying because he's Spider-Man, but obviously that is not the case. But here we get introduced to her boss, Kevin Lee. Now, I'm not going to say too much on Kevin Lee right now. Y'all just gonna have to stay tuned and wait and see. In Feast, we hop back into the city and we head towards Fist's auction house. Now, when we pull up there, we see that it's getting robbed by demons. Now, we do not know pertainingly, like certainly, who the demons are right now. Just know that they a problem and they here to start some trouble. Now, while we're there sneaking around, we see a camera and we get caught absolutely lacking. Now, who comes to save our day?
Brother, what's that?
Hey, Pete.
Shut the fuck up! Know your fucking place, trash!
We get introduced to MJ. Now, I don't know why the developers did this, but they make us play as MJ for a good 20 minutes, and it was the most boring time of my life. They made us go around, look around the auction house, and just take pictures, then talk to the girl, take more pictures, then figure out a puzzle. Now, why are we doing this in a Spider-Man game when I want to be the main character? Like, what does MJ provide for the story except just hate for Spider-Man that he's a superhero? Like, not even talking about the game anymore. MJ is a terrible character. She has no love for Spider-Man. Spider-Man should be with Gwen Stacy. I'm saying it to the day I die. Spider-Man should be with Gwen Stacy. MJ should not even be in the picture at all. She's just ungrateful. She reminds me of when Lane Lewis jumped off the Daily Bugle building or the Daily Planet, my bad, building, just to see if Superman messed with her. Like what, like how does this make sense? She is just somebody that just like I don't know why she's here, why we're playing as her. Anyways, I guess the only good thing that we could pull from this is that these demons are after a file, and I can't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head, but they're after this file that is just basically it's just a drug. Now, we back to the present, we decide that we are going to distract and take out the enemies while MJ, gets out of Dodge. Now, of course, being MJ, she gets caught, absolutely caught and dragged, as she should. Now, after we beat them up and the file gets away and is released out into the world, you know what Peter decides to do? Peter decides to spin back on his ex and send her a text talking about meet up at Mix. Anyways, we pull up at Mix and I'm just gonna let y'all hear this conversation.
Yeah, but I'm still glad he makes these fries.
Totally. Best in the city.
So, how's the grind at the Bugle?
Well,
Yeah, well, I just got an all-caps text from Robbie about my so-called antics tonight. So it looks like I'll be meeting with a legal team. Again.
As soon as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
So, creepy mask guys. What's your take?
Just another night in the city. What's your take?
I feel like there's a bigger story there. Let's not make this all about business. How's it going with you? Did you get that promotion?
No, but we're on the cusp of something really big.
You know Oscorp would hire you in a heartbeat, right? One phone call to Harry.
Sure, but Dr. Octavius's work will help millions. I'm right where I want to be, right where I should be.
Almost sounds like it's more important than your other job. I've never heard you talk like that before.
A lot can change in 6 months.
Why did you ask me here, Pete?
You know, just dinner between friends.
Friends. Is that what we are?
Well, maybe we could be, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Yeah, sure, but is that so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like money and keys, and raspberry lip balm.
Do you remember why we broke up?
Now, this is all you need to see for this conversation, but the GOAT, the legend, Stan Lee is here. Now, thank you for making it to the end of the video. I truly appreciate if you watched the whole thing. Please do not forget to comment any videos that you want to see up in the coming future. Again, sorry for mic quality, editing issues. We were just racking this video out because we already low-key knew it was gonna be bad, so we can only get better from here. So like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.
They never like to see us win. Never like to see us win. Never. Never.